never-ending argument.
Quran 21:24. Say, bring your proof. This is the reminder book for those before me, but most do not know and are adverse.
Unable to read, neither God nor prophet knew that a recital was not a book, and that their lecture was diametrically opposed to the reminder book they were referencing. As a result, they insisted that the gods and books were the same.
Quran 21:25. Not a messenger did we send before you, but we revealed to him, La ilaha illa ana, no gods but I. So worship me.
Incredibly, this assertion of a singular divinity is followed by
Verse 26. And yet they say, Ar-Rahman has begotten a son. Too exalted is he.
Most translations, trying to hide their God's duplicity, mistranslate the passage,
Allah, most gracious, has begotten offspring.
but they have to put Allah in parentheses because it's not really there. If Muslims have to deceive us to keep their God together, their God isn't in any better shape than the fractured rock they call his home. This verse was the first of many designed to demean Christ. Yeshua, Jesus' real name, claimed to be God.
Quran 21, verse 29. If any of them should say, I am an ilah, or God, besides him, such a one we should reward with hell.
If Allah is right, the Messiah is burning in hell, which is indeed where the dark spirit would like to see him. But then again, since hell is separation from God, it wouldn't be hell anymore. It's time for the Islamic God, whatever his name might be, to prove his divinity once again.
Quran 21, verse 26. Don't the unbelievers see that the heavens and the earth were joined together in one piece before we clove them asunder? We made from water every living thing. Will they not believe? And we have set the earth on mountains as stabilizers, lest the earth should convulse without them. And we have made therein broad highways for them to pass through, that they may be guided. We have made the heaven a roof, well guarded. Yet they turn away from its signs. All the celestial bodies swim along on a course, floating.
Yes, indeed. Celestial bodies swim, and mountains prevent earthquakes. It's little wonder unbelievers were prone to ridicule.
Quran 21, verse 36. When the disbelievers see you, Muhammad, they treat you with ridicule, choosing you out for mockery. Is this he who mentions your gods? Yet they disbelieve at the mention of Ar-Rahman.
If Ar-Rahman were Allah, this conversation would be impossible, because Allah was a Meccan god. They believed in him, in his Kaaba, in his black stone. He was their meal ticket. However, since Ar-Rahman was a competitive idol, the god of the Yemeni Hanifs, the godly confusion was understandable. But while it made sense, it destroyed Islam's central claim, its only reason for being. There is no ilah but Allah. The next verse returns to pain and punishment, because there is an ilah, and he is not Allah.
Quran 21:37. Man is created of haste. I will show you my signs, then you will not ask me to hasten them. They say, when will this come to pass if you are telling the truth? If only the unbelievers knew when they will not be able to ward off the fire from their faces nor their backs. Nay, it will come to them all of a sudden and stupefy them. They will be unable to repel or avert it.
Punishment over, Ar-Rahman explains that all of his prophets were as bad as Muhammad.
Quran 21:41. Mocked were messengers before you, but their scoffers were hemmed in by what they mocked. Say, who can protect you from the wrath of Ar-Rahman? Will they turn away from the mention of their Lord? Have they Ahillah, or gods, who can defend them against us from our torment?
A Meccan would never have turned away from Allah, yet all should run from this spirit, lest they become its prey.
Quran 21, verse 44. Do they see us advancing, gradually reducing the land under their control, curtailing its borders on all sides? It is they who will be overcome.
Sounds like our Rockman is promoting an Islamic land grab. In the next 30 verses, Muhammad recreates Abraham in his image. Then he moves on to Isaac, Lot, Noah, David, Solomon, Job, Ishmael, Jonah, Zechariah, and John. We learn that Mary was a virgin whose chastity was preserved by Allah so that He could breathe His Spirit into her, producing a token for mankind. That brings us to
Quran 21, verse 98. Verily, you unbelievers, and that which you worship besides Allah, are but faggots for the hell fire. And come to it you will. There sobbing and groaning will be your lot. You will not hear anything else.
the surah's final verses tell us that the
good reward for those preordained by us
will be to
safely avoid the mighty terror.
The devil says,
The heavens will be rolled up like a scroll, reverted to nothing.
And
we prescribed the book of Psalms.
The last Meccan hurrah was the 46th surah. Let's see how Team Islam said goodbye to their friends.
Quran 46, verse 1. Ha-mim. Only Allah knows their meaning. The revelation of the book is from Allah, Almighty, All-Wise.
Introductions made, it's time for the 100th rendition of
Say, do you see what you invoke besides Allah? Show me. What they have created of earth or heaven, bring me a book revealed before this scripture, or any trace of knowledge in support of your claims, if you are truthful.
As you know, Muhammad didn't have a book. Under the most favorable scenario, it would be 20 years and 24 surahs before the first Quran was inscribed, and even then it lacked any trace of knowledge. Next, we are asked to endure the Day of Doom, take 100.
Quran 46, verse 6. And when men are gathered, they will be hostile enemies and reject worship.
Followed by the 100th rerun of Our Clear Signs.
When our clear signs are rehearsed to them, the unbelievers say, This is evident sorcery. It is a fabrication.
The Meccan surahs could be reduced to a single-page essay if we merely cut out things that didn't belong. Plagiarized Hanif poetry, corrupted Bible stories, Qusay's pagan scam, the never-ending argument, threats of pain and punishment, mind-numbing repetition, and incomprehensible gibberish. By way of example,
Quran 46, verse 8. Or do they say, He has forged it? Say, if I fabricate it, still you have no power to support me against Allah. He knows best, that whereof you talk so glibly. Sufficient is He a witness between you and me.
Translated into English, illiterate sorcerers sound foolish when they forge Scripture. But occasionally we find a morsel of truth.
Quran 46, verse 9. Say, I am no bringer of a newfangled doctrine among the messengers.
Apart from his warped depictions of heaven and hell, Muhammad was a copier, not an inventor. The next line was also true.
Nor do I know what will be done with me or with you.
As was the next one, but not in the way Muhammad intended.
I follow that which is inspired in me. I am but a warner.
There was no question that Muhammad was inspired, but so was every monopolist and tyrant. And the
inspired in me
line was a confession. Throughout time, the greatest cons have left clues. It's part of the game.
Quran 46, verse 10. Bethink you, if this be from Allah, and you reject it, and a witness from among the children of Israel testifies to its similarity of Allah's Quran with the earlier Torah, and believed while you are arrogant and spurn it, lo, Allah guides not wrongdoing folk.
By saying that the Quran was similar to Jewish scripture, Allah confirmed his ignorance. As for the Islamic God bragging about finding a Jew who was willing to endorse his hellish rant, that's hilarious, as desperate as it is pathetic. If the Sirah is accurate, Muhammad found one Jew among 30,000 in Medina he was able to bribe. Islam's prophet gave Abdallah bin Salam, an unlikely name for a Jew, a house he had stolen from others. The never-ending argument marched on.
Quran 46:11. The disbelievers say to